Welcome everybody to my ranking show. Basically this show is going to be, I'm just giving my top whatever, top 10, top 5, whatever it is, like movies in a franchise, type of movies, genres, whatever, just depending on whatever the title of the show is. On this episode I'm going to do the Spider-Man movies, and my top, there's 6 movies. I'm going to do my top 6 of what and kind of a brief description of what I think of them. If you guys want to see me do a full review on any of these movies, please leave it in the comment box below, so that way I know and I can put it on one of my throwback videos. So without further ado, guys, here's my rankings video. Coming in at number 6 is Spider-Man 3. This movie had me so hyped. They were finally bringing it into black costume. We were going to get Venom. And it's one of my favorite storylines in all of fucking Spider-Man. And the thing is, the trailers made it look so fucking like it was going to be so damn epic and so good. And then we get the movie and it's just fucking awful. He's fucking dancing. They tried to force too many villains. They fucked up Harry Osborn, with the whole new Goblin. Instead of making him like the Green Goblin, or I'd have been satisfied with him being the Hobgoblin. But anyway, this movie's just awful. And to be honest with you, I just can't even fucking sit there and watch this movie. I cringe every time I'm watching this movie, if it's on TV or whatnot. They fucked up everything so bad in this film, and it's no wonder they ended the franchise on this one right here. Coming in at number 5 is Spider-Man Homecoming. Even though, this movie was still good and I liked a lot of the actors that they had in this film, I just did not feel more invested in this film. I mean, granted, I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think he does a fantastic job. Love Michael Keaton as the Vulture in this film. But this movie just did not radiate with me as a good Spider-Man film. And I do more of that and, go more in depth into my actual throwback and review that I've already done of this film. If you guys want to go check that out, you guys can. Coming in at number 4 was the very first Spider-Man. To be honest with you, this movie used to be ranked a lot higher. In fact, when I even did my video of my top 10 comic book movies of all time, this one I think I had it number 1 or number 2. I can't remember exactly, because it was the first time we got Spider-Man on screen, and it was fantastic. I loved it. And now going back and watching it, it's hard to be invested in it. It really seems corny and dated, and well, not so much dated, just corny anymore, because they've released better films since then. But it's still a great movie. I like, I don't mind the way Green Goblin looks so much. I wish they would have went more traditional with him, but I mean, it's still a good movie and a good start. Coming in at number 3 is The Amazing Spider-Man, and to be honest with you, this one still is actually, I think, I was going actually back and forth, because I love The Amazing Spider-Man. I didn't like the fact that we had to be retold his storyline again. I actually like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, to be honest with you. I thought he actually brought a different type of Spider-Man from what we've seen with Tobey Maguire, and it was really good. I mean, he actually, to me, at the time, he brought Spider-Man to life. And I loved his acting, and then of course I loved Emma Stone in this movie too. And Lizard, yeah, he looked like a fucking big Goomba from like Super Mario Brothers, but yet he still was a good villain. It was something that we hadn't seen before. We had been teased with it so many times in the Sam Raimi films. Were we going to finally get the Lizard and everything? So it was good. And like I said, Emma Stone bringing Gwen Stacy to life, that was just fantastic. The movie is just a great movie all in all. Coming in at number 2 is Spider-Man 2. Now, granted, I probably would have, that's why I said Amazing and this one kind of go back and forth with me. When you go back and look at Spider-Man 2, it was a fantastic film. I hated the part where basically he was losing his powers and shit like that. But as far as like the villain, Dr. Octopus, was just, you got to admit, he's one of the best that he's came across in the series. And it was a good movie. Very well written, very well acted, everything. I mean, just a fantastic film. You continue with Harry, just a good movie in all in all. And my number 1 movie, I've said it once before, is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. To me, this is the definitive Spider-Man movie. He played Spider-Man very well. You had a lot of emotional connection between him and Gwen in this film. Yeah, basically, what's wrong with this movie? There is things wrong with this movie. Don't get me wrong. The way Electro was, Jamie Foxx was just going by what the script was for him on this movie. So therefore, yes, he does sound like Jim Carrey from Batman Forever. They forced the Green Goblin again on us and everything, which I'm fine with. I kind of wish they would have went maybe a different route with it. But, like I said, there's things wrong with it, but yet it still had an emotional heart in this movie, and it was just a fantastic movie. If you guys want, like I said, want to see a full review on it, I will do it. Just let me know. Well, that's it, guys, for my first ranking show. If you want to see me do a full review on these, just leave it in the comment box below. And until next time, that has been your rankings. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And until next time.